The blitz flag is thrown. There's your first down and a lot more for Demaryius Thomas. Swing and a shot by Freeman. Deep into the night. Back-to-back homers for the Braves. Blake Griffin will turn. Shoot a three from the win. Bounce. They go. Here comes the big land. They go.
All right. Good evening. It's Tuesday. You know what that means. It's not the number one sports podcast in the world. It's not Sports4U. Live on YouTube. I'm John. Mark and Nick Freeze will be here shortly. And of course, it's a Tuesday. And we got our man Cody here back in the building, fresh from the vacay. And obviously, to recap everything that went on over the last 48 hours with the end of the National Football League season. We have new champions in the National Football League in the Seattle Seahawks. So we'll definitely talk about that. Obviously, looking at the All-Star weekend and just start looking ahead to what the NFL offseason is going to look like. So, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to Sports4U on YouTube. You scan this QR code. Also, you can subscribe to the Culture Clash Network, Townhouse Media. Follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok at Sports4U Podcast. Of course, follow me at John Watson0984 on X and Instagram. Follow Mark on Instagram at Hi, I'm Mark 1 on X. Follow Nick on X, Instagram, and TikTok as well as 99Gorilla. Of course, you can follow Cody at Ballers and Briefs. And let's just go ahead and get into while we're here. But we have new champions in the National Football League. We now have new champions in the National Football League, and that is the Seattle Seahawks are now the champions of the NFL, winning Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara. And now, and it wasn't even close. It wasn't close. They win 29-13 over the New England Patriots. So now, and then we have to crown an MVP of the game, and that award went to one Kenneth Walker. What up, Bella?
What up, Bella?
But yeah, the Seahawks, they did it. They are the champs of the National Football.
No need in making a run the ball from the one jokes.
Yeah, that
guy did it all the work.
Yeah, so Kenneth Walker was the MVP of the Super Bowl. First running back to win MVP since my guy Terrell Davis did it back in Super Bowl 32. But he pretty much carried the load for the Seahawks offense. Obviously, Sam Darnold didn't have his best game, but he really didn't need to. He didn't make any major mistakes, and they was able to get the win. And now he came the first quarterback to win a Super Bowl. His fifth team. This was a dude that was drafted with the third pick in the 2018 draft by the New York Jets. Obviously, it did not end well there, and he ended up 3 years. And then he ends up traded to the Carolina Panthers, and now that time in Carolina didn't work out, so he ended up with the San Francisco 49ers playing with Kyle Shanahan, and we all saw how that ended up kind of reviving his career.
Yeah, I forgot he was the backup to Purdy during the last time that the 49ers were in the Super Bowl.
Yes, he was. He was the backup to Brock Purdy when the Niners lost in the Super Bowl in overtime to the Kansas City Chiefs 2 years ago. So now here he is. He ended up in Minnesota last year, where I thought he was just going to be the backup to J.J. McCarthy, and ended up J.J. McCarthy gets hurt, and then he's thrown into the line of fire, and clearly had a total career renaissance under Kevin O'Connell, and now you look at where he is now. He ended up leading them to a 14-3 record. Unfortunately, the last game of the season, they ended up losing to the Detroit Lions. They ended up losing in the wild card to the LA Rams, which went down in which went down in a net neutral site because our city was going through. Relax, Nessa. That's don't start that. That delete. Ended up going to the wild card with the Vikings. They get destroyed by the Rams, and then now he ends up with the Seattle Seahawks after the Vikings decided they were going to go all in on J.J. McCarthy as their QB, as opposed to,
what a bad bet.
As opposed to just,
keeping the quarterback. They got you 14 wins.
Yeah, keeping Sam Darnold, even keeping Sam Darnold on the franchise tag.
It was not working.
What was it? Let me see if I can put that.
Just realize how many cast fucking Seattle team had on it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, teams
Cooper
that
Kupp.
Players go like Cooper Kupp, DeMarcus Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
You got Williams there from the Giants via the Jets. Another top 10, a top 6 pick for the Jets. Mike McDonald himself letting him get out the building. And you said Kupp, Rashid Shaheed there with
that was
the trade that they picked
them.
up at the trade deadline with the Saints. Who else I was thinking about? Somebody else on that team.
Julian Love with the
Giants as well, right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, I mean, it's just a team full of cast-offs, I would say, and it looks good, man. I mean, arguably, when you have one of the best wide receivers in the league on your team, it's hard. It's hard to beat. You're hard to beat, and I mean, I think that if Seattle would have lost, we would have been like, oh, the Patriots just beat Sam Darnold. That's it. But I think now that we can say that, okay, Sam Darnold's, I don't think he's top 10 quarterback in the league, but like, I think he's finally living up to his first round billing, if that makes any sense. And especially to be the only quarterback in that highly touted 2018 draft class to be the first one. And I know this hurts, Mark, be the first one to win a Super Bowl out of that class. So
that don't hurt me. He in a good situation, man. He in a good organization.
What up, Sam?
What up, Sam?
What up, Sam?
And he's making the best of it. And obviously coaching matters. Clint Kubiak was calling the plays. What up, Chris? And now he's Clint Kubiak. Then
another cast off, Clint Kubiak. He was a Saints offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm. And they all just came together. And I said this on Sunday. I was like, everyone thought that John Snyder couldn't build another Super Bowl team without Pete Carroll. Well, he showed you he could. And let's not forget, last year, before they got Sam Darnold, they were in 10-7 with Geno Smith as quarterback.
That just tells you how bad Geno Smith sucks.
They went 10-7 last year. Sam says, I'm still mad about the Ernest Jones trade.
Oh, there's another cast off. Ernest Jones.
Well, and then with Ernest Jones, he got traded from the Rams to the Titans, and then he ended up with Seattle.
Yeah,
but it didn't work out in Tennessee. So yeah, you see, all these guys here mostly were on different teams just a year ago, and now here they are, and they brought a Super Bowl back to the Pacific Northwest.
Wasn't John Snyder? Wasn't he? He was president of football operations or some shit like that for Green Bay when they won the championship too with Aaron Rodgers, right?
I have to look that up, but But I think he'd been with Pete.
around-
I think he had been with Pete the whole time because Pete.
Oh, here I just pulled it up. He was with Green Bay from director of football operations from 2008 2009. My bad.
He was there
Sorry,
the year before the year. So he was there because he came with Pete in 2010. So he was there pretty much the year Rodgers won the Super Bowl. That was the year he ended up. They ended up leaving. He said, "This got the Minnesota Vikings GM fired." Yeah, it did.
Yeah, for sure.
You can add that, and the fact that
Sam Darnold's got 3. He's gotten 3 GM fired now.
Well, no one blames anybody getting fired from the Jets.
I mean, I know. He was just getting he got fired because they traded him away, and then the Carolina Panthers traded him too, or let him get away, and they fired their GM, dude.
Yeah. And now look at Sam Darnold,
Super Bowl champion,
finally.
That defense showed up.
First USC quarterback.
Where's Nick at?
Nick's gonna be here soon, but the first USC quarterback to play in the Super Bowl, first USC quarterback to win a Super Bowl. Imagine that. Not Matt Leinart, not Carson Palmer, not Pat Hayden. It was Sam Darnold. It was the first USC quarterback to the hoist on Lombardi.
That's crazy.
So let's talk about it. Let's start with the Seahawks. From what did you see, Cody? Why did this game look so easy for the Seahawks on Sunday?
The left side of the offensive line for the Patriots was just ass. Like, it was terrible. It was so bad. Like, thinking back at it now, I try to tell you. I mean, you saw it. I still don't understand. I mean, I guess any competent quarterback, again, I will keep harping at this shit. Like, we were eating Drake May's ass up when we were playing them. It's just that we were just turning the ball over way more. Like, CJ Stroud was just giving the ball back to them when they shouldn't have. And like, it's not like, I mean, their defense was good, but like, our defense was better. Your defense was better. It's just when it comes down to it, to the end of the day, the Patriots just got lucky when it counted. And so I think the fact of the matter is that they just looked bad. Like, team just looked bad and not, I would say unprepared, but like, of course, now we're hearing that Will Campbell had a knee problem the whole season, or at least through the playoffs. I don't know, man. They
could let him sit down as bad as he was playing.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't doing them no good. Like, he wasn't doing them no good.
Yeah.
He was getting them killed. He was getting Drake May killed, but Drake May didn't look like he was up to task. He looked like a quarterback that beat up on a bunch of bad teams all season. Like, that's what it looked like to me. Like, literally, he just looked like a quarterback that beat up on a bunch of bad teams. Had the last place schedule, and got lucky in the playoffs. Like I said, his defense kind of carried him to the playoffs, and his offense did just enough to win ball games. And when it came down to it, when you have a team that's got 2 weeks to prepare for you, or what is it? Was it 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks to prepare for you. See the holes in your defense, see the holes in your offensive line. When the coach that they have is a great defensive minded coach anyway, you got time to load up for that shit, and you don't have the home field advantage and all that kind of shit. It at the end of the day, it showed. There was tons of holes. I mean, there was holes everywhere. They look like Swiss cheese out there. So, and Kenneth Walker just was gashing them. The outside run was just eating them up.
Yeah. And speaking of, let's go there. Let's talk about the Super Bowl MVP, because obviously he's now a free agent. And boy, did he pick a right time to have a great game. Because obviously we've seen where Super Bowl MVPs have, pretty much gotten paid, and
Malcolm, man.
and then
Malcolm, sorry,
and ended up, leaving to go in other places. The question is that going to be the case with Kenneth Walker? He's an unrestricted free agent because obviously his rookie deal officially expired after the Super Bowl. Do they franchise tag him? Do they? What? That's going to be one question. Do they franchise tag him? Do they try to get a deal done before free agency starts? Or you just let this man walk and try to get another running back? Remember, Zach Charbonnet tore his ACL in the divisional game against the 49ers, so he's not going to be probably ready until sometime
next year.
Then late near the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to make a decision how much you really willing to pay a running back.
But also, you also got to understand what he did. Like it's not like he came out here and just played. All right, he been playing well all year long, and then the biggest game of the year, he really showed up. So I mean, I understand running backs not prioritized like they used to be, but you also got to pay this man for what he can do going forward and what he just did for you.
I think that he needs to work on a few things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he needs to work on his blocking. His blocking is not the greatest, and his pass catching is subpar. That's why Zach Charbonnet works so well with them, because Zach Charbonnet is a really good third down back because he was a good blocker and could catch the pass a little bit better. But I mean, I think Kenny showed up. Seattle's never had a great reputation with keeping great running backs or doing right by running backs other than Marshawn Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
I always think of like the Chris Carsons, the Christian Michaels, those guys like that were good for Seattle, but they just never did right by them. So, because that's why like there's been so many throughout the years that any casual fan, you ask them about a Seattle running back and they might can name you two. And that's Sean Alexander and Marshawn Lynch. But other than that, the rest of them have just been kind of a dime a dozen. So for his sake, I think it works out. But man, I keep seeing his name. I keep seeing rumors and people mocking him to the damn Chiefs, and I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah, we was talking about that on Sunday. I hope that don't happen.
I really hope not either. Please. I mean, the Chiefs they've been linked to a couple of running backs, but I would not want to see them get that guy. I'm not even gonna lie.
And I heard them linked to Mike Evans too.
Well, I've heard that name.
I saw the
too.
Ravens. I saw him to the Ravens though.
But it sounds like I think Mike Evans is gonna stay put. He's gonna stay put in Tampa, what I was reading also. But this is gonna be his first time as a free agent, so anything's possible.
He can come home if he wants.
Of course,
he can come home if he wants. I love one of the goats to come play.
Mark, what went right for the Seahawks on Sunday?
Defense. We always say, man, offense put asses in the seats. Defense wins championships.
Uh-huh.
Seattle defense made adjustments, like Cody said, before the game. And even during the game, you can see him. You heard, I don't know if y'all seen it, but there's a clip where Julian Love is talking on the sideline, and he's telling the rest of the defense what Drake May is doing.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And as I said, like when you have players like that, you can make adjustments on the fly. And there's not no coaches telling them. This is the players seeing it and recognizing it and talking amongst themselves. And I think like the very next possession is when Julian Love got that interception.
Was a horrible interception.
That was a horrible
What's
throw.
up, JoJo?
It was a horrible.
I was calling him. I mean, he should have thrown more than one. Like there was times that I'm like, this is terrible. Like he just looks like he's just throwing it up, you know. Witherspoon was like making his life hell coming off the edge, dude. Like,
yeah, I want to make a petition. We guys just stop calling quarterbacks good because they made the Super Bowl.
Well, this is the same dude everyone was saying was. You got some people thinking that the AFC East is going to run through New England. No, it's not. I'm going to tell you that now. No, it's not. Just 'cause they won a division don't mean nothing.
I'm gonna listen. Let them celebrate this shit.
Mike Vrabel carried Ryan Tannehill to an AFC title game. Okay, let's just pump the brakes. Okay, Mike Vrabel, and I get it. I love Mike Vrabel. I mean, but I still harbor ill will to him because of how it ended with him here in Houston. But that's a different story. Right. But like I've seen Mike Vrabel. I've seen this song and dance before. He ain't never made it a Super Bowl, but I've seen this song and dance before. Like they always thought Tennessee was the AFC South was going to run through Tennessee. And what happened? No, it didn't. It was multiple years that we won the AFC South when he was the coach. So it's gotta. I think that it's still one of the best quarterbacks, top 3 quarterbacks in the league, still plays for Buffalo. So I'm not giving this to the New England Patriots just yet.
Yeah, what I saw was just look from the dude who team last time won the last Super Bowl in Santa Clara. Mark said it, you said it. Our defense Seattle's defense pretty much owned that game from start to finish. I mean, when you're pushing linemen into Drake May, that ought to tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah, what's Carolina done since then? I mean, I'm just saying, I'm going back to kind of what you're talking about. What's Carolina done since then? They had somebody that's up to be could be a first ballot Hall of Famer next year, which is not going to happen. But I'm just saying he's up, could go to the Hall of Fame. And what have they done for me lately? Nothing. So you get embarrassed in a Super Bowl, you don't tend to make it back right then. I mean, it's kind of like, what do we remember for the Falcons? 28-3. They ain't been back since then. You get embarrassed. Teams that get embarrassed don't make it back. At least not for some time.
And remember, the Eagles, Chiefs, and Bills all had seasons and took a year off. Next season will be back to normal. We'll see. I mean, this might be the new normal, though. I think Seattle's good. They built to compete for the next couple of years. Yeah,
a lot of their team is under contract. So
yeah, so I got Seattle. Like I said, I even though Denver didn't make it, I got Denver being competitive next year. Like some of these teams is not gonna fall off, and we don't know when Patrick Mahomes will come back. So, like I said, it could be a shift, in especially in the AFC West. This might be the new norm, man. We might see. I think some of that chemistry that the Eagles had is gone for whatever reason. I don't know.
Stoutland's gone.
Yeah,
Stoutland's gone. That hurts. I think that hurts more than anybody's ever gonna know.
Yeah. So I don't know. This might be the new norm. I still think the Eagles will be good next year. I don't know if they'll be Super Bowl good next year, but I think they'll still be good. Like I said, you got the Texans that without some of those turnovers they played when they played against the Patriots. Like Cody said, the Texans could be in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? It's they a couple of turnovers away from advancing. You know what I'm saying?
I no offense to John, but I think that we had the same road that the Patriots did, we would have been in a Super Bowl, and because we just would have beat the Broncos without Bo, because I just told you I didn't have any faith instead. So, but it would have been a whole hell of a lot. But I think it just would have been me personally would have been a better game for me to watch. But I was glad Seattle won. I'm glad we don't have to listen to this shit run the ball on the one anymore. So
I'm a Seahawks fan. I believe the AFC was definitely weak. The Seahawks played a championship against the Rams, but I do like the Buffalo quarterback. Honestly, the Rams and Seahawks was the Super Bowl.
It was
that was the Super Bowl.
And I said this again. Whoever won had both. Look, I said it on the mark after the show the day before the divisional. I thought whoever was going to win between Denver and Buffalo was going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. Now, I did not forbid that my quarterback was going to break his freaking ankle at the end of the game, and that ended up happening, and that ended up costing us, and still it still ticks me off to this day. But
I know we'll get tons of people saying that. I mean, if anybody's a Patriots fan that's watching, this is no shade to the Patriots, and I'm like, the Patriots they were just outclassed, man. Like they just were. They looked like a team that just played a lower end schedule and ended up getting exposed by a better team when it counted the most. That had a lot of time to prep.
That's Kobe. Buffkin from Michigan. And I'm gonna say this, and like I said, Cody said it. New England, they didn't deserve to beat her. Because if we had a quarterback that was competent enough to manage the ship with Bo injured, it's Rams and Seahawks. I mean, it's Broncos and Seahawks in the Super Bowl. Now, do we win? I don't know, but we should have represented the AFC in the Super Bowl, and it clearly shows that the Patriots did not belong there. They benefited from a real easy schedule, but it ain't gonna have that benefit next year. Let's talk about the Patriots. Clearly, they looked the end over their heads. Josh McDaniels that was the worst game I ever saw him coordinate. Now, I'm not gonna get you talk to a guy who had him as the head coaches, who had him as a head coach for a year and a half, and a guy who drafted
his 11th Super Bowl as a coordinator or 10th Super Bowl as a coordinator.
11th Super Bowl as a coordinator, and it was clearly his worst Super Bowl as a coordinator. And like I said, I had him as the head coach when we was in Denver. The band drafted Tebow, but that was just awful play calling. He did Drake May no favors. That O-line was getting annihilated by that front four, whether it was DeMarcus Lawrence, Chinonwusu, my guy Brian Young from Tennessee. It was they had no chance. Will Campbell was getting destroyed. And it sounds like they're gonna keep him at left tackle.
That dude. Yeah.
But they clearly looked outmatched against the Seahawks. And Drake May, it looked like the lights got too bright for him. And that interception, the Julian Love, I cannot even explain how bad that interception was.
When he first threw it, I thought somebody tipped it. Like, that's how bad that throw was. There wasn't no need for that throw.
Yeah. It just looked bad all around.
It was awful play calling. And it was nothing Mike Vrabel could do because Kenneth Walker was running the ball down the defensive throats of the Patriots, and they couldn't get any stops. And granted, they held Sam Darnold to settle for 5 field goals.
But Sam Darnold still threw for 300?
He threw for 2-something.
2-something?
And let me be clear, do not be fooled by what Drake May stats. That was in the fourth quarter when they were down already, down already 12-0. And then he threw it, interception at
202, Sam Darnold.
202. He completed 50% of his passes. I remember that much. And then he gets the touchdown to AJ Burner, and then obviously the clincher was Drake May throwing that interception to Chinonwusu. He ran it for the pick six. It reminded me so much of Malcolm Smith. But it was a whole lot worse because you had that cornerback blitz with Devin Witherspoon all in his grill all night long.
Man, we have to give some respect on the defensive play call about Mike McDaniel. Mike McDonald. He called an excellent game.
It probably was 19. It probably was 19-0, but still, it was awful.
He called an excellent game, and the different blitzes, the blitzes from different positions, like them knowing that when the Patriots come out in a certain formation, it's certain they only run certain routes. Like, dog, that defensive coordinator, that defensive play game was great for the Seattle that game.
Yeah, and I just look.
Like the Mac Hollins touchdown was just a busted coverage, and he, what's his name, got turned around.
Reek Woolen.
Reek just got beat on the play before that, and then got turned around and getting back at his spot, and then they just took advantage of that. And Mac Hollins is what, like 6'5"?
Yeah.
Curly was like the only weapon they had on offense. And it was too late because there was an APB out for Stephon Diggs. Maybe he was heartbroken.
Oh my God. Yeah, it was He was too worried about his baby mama drama on the sidelines.
And it clearly showed he was not focused. You would think he was the vet that he would have been a little bit more locked in.
Oh no, man! I'm gonna be honest. I've always thought and this may sound like just straight hate, but I've always thought Stephon Diggs was a benefit of a really, really, really good quarterback. And when nobody really even cared and knew who Stephon Diggs was until the Minnesota Miracle and Case Keenum throws that ball up, and then that's when I feel like he was good. He was good in Minnesota, right? He was good. But he wasn't like top tier wide receiver when he was in Minnesota until after that point. And then he took the next step when he went to Buffalo, and that's when he became, I think people start considering him top tier type receiver. And he always took advantage of having a good quarterback and a good team around him. You know, I mean, he was decent with us, but like, I don't think CJ Stroud drove him like he should, and then he blew his knee out. But I don't know. I just feel like I've always felt like people milk Stephon Diggs more than what they should. I've always thought that, but that's just me. Could be that I sound like a hater.
Coach Mike is a wizard. Stephon Diggs is not the one who messed me up. It was the other receiver, Butte.
Keyshawn Butte from.
I picked him on my prize picks to get 30 yards, and he had 21 or 22. I'm like, yo, what he had a good game. He had a good game most of the, every other game, but the time I pick him, I wasn't expecting Stephon Diggs to have a big game this game. I kind of figured the defense was, if they was going to focus on somebody, it was going to be Stephon Diggs. So the
person that surprised me that didn't make a difference was Hunter Henry. That's who like, to me, I felt like they just missed out on.
Well, Drake May missed him on that play. What was the second down play, and he was wide open.
Yeah, and he got lit up by Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, that hospital ball. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy because I was watching Good Morning Football the other day, and Willie Colon said that he thought that possibly Hunter Henry could have been the Super Bowl MVP, and everyone got up the table and walked, and like Kyle Brandt, man, I tell you, got off the table and walked.
Oh, my tattoo went to see his girl.
Yeah, you good?
Yep, my bad.
But yeah, Mark, what went wrong with the Patriots?
I mean, there was, like Cody said, there was outclassed. That's all it was, man. It was levels to everything that was happening. We've been saying, New England Patriots defense was playing well, and then they ran into a really good defense. You know what I'm saying? We've seen the Patriots offense running game been playing well until they ran into a really good run game. Like, it's just Seattle showed there's just levels to this game of football, and you've seen it was clear as day that Seattle it wasn't even close to better team in all facets of the game.
Turnover difference, man.
I think Mike McDaniel will get mad. He has something to prove because of who won Coach of the Year. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, like I said, and it also it's turnovers, man. Like the turnovers, like there was absolutely no turnovers. The Seahawks didn't play like the best game in the world, but they didn't play a shitty, sloppy ass game. They played just enough close to the vest to keep the ball out of the Patriots' hands, and then let their defense, what they have, take over the game.
And Patriots fans will say, well, we've been winning games with turnovers. Because, like I said, Drake May, honestly, I think the last good game Drake May played was the first half against us when we came back and won. And that was like week 16 or something like that. He haven't been the same since for the whole entire playoffs. And again, granted, he played really good defense. I told you how I feel about the Texans defense and the Broncos defense. I understand that. But at some point, you as a quarterback, you still have to make plays.
Absolutely.
And so Cody, we get your final thoughts, and then we'll go to Cancun for both of these teams. Your final thoughts on just everything that went wrong with the Patriots on Sunday.
I think we've just kind of started beating the dead horse with a stick, you know? I just think that the team, it just looked bad. They just looked bad. I don't know how you could have fixed what was going on. I just felt like the team wasn't there. From the time the ball was kicked off at the beginning of the game till it was over. They couldn't get a running game going. I do not know why that team hates Travion Henderson so bad, but they do. They do not use that man like he needs to be used. And I am not an advocate for any Ohio State player ever, but that dude just he's totally mishandled. And yeah, Drake May just wasn't it. So
and
Wolin, K9, Kobe Bryant are all free agents, so we'll see what's happening.
Yeah, we're gonna get there in a second, John. We're gonna talk about both of these teams, what the offseason looks like for both of these squads. So that's what we're gonna go to right now. Let's, for the last time this year, let's go to Cancun and talk about what these two teams look like going into the offseason as we're a month away from free agency. Let's start with the losers, with the New England Patriots. They got about $33 million estimated in cap space, 11 draft picks. Kavion Chaison's a free agent. Jalen Hawks is a free agent. They got to pick up the option. They got to decide to pick, which they're probably going to do, which obviously is going to be a no-brainer. They're going to pick up the fifth-year option on Christian Gonzalez's rookie contract. And then guard Mike Onwenu is extension eligible. But that's really what they got. And they got $33 million in cap space to work with this offseason. Cody, I'll start with you. If you can fill a hole for the Patriots, where do you start?
You gotta keep Gonzo, man. Like that's the best player in the deep.
Well, he's safe. He's still on a rookie deal. So this is just decide if they're gonna let it be the fifth year. The fifth year. So
no, that's what I'm saying. You got to pick up that fifth year option. That's what I'm saying. You got to keep it up. You got to pick up the fifth year option just so that you have the ability to pay him when you need to pay him. Chaisson, he looked good when they needed him to, but he wasn't the whole defense by himself. So, I mean, Hawkins is okay. It's not the greatest. And their offensive line, why not just let him go? Let Onwenu go if you don't need him. So, sheesh. Yeah. I mean, you're making picks, so you're gonna get, 31st pick, but that's fine. Just make the picks count because you know that at the time that deep in a draft, they're gonna fall. They're gonna have good players fall to them that they need to plug holes. So,
what about you, Mark? Obviously you guys see this team twice a year. So what you think?
Let me see the.
So again,
of course, Gonzo got to stay. That's John told you a couple years ago. That's second, if not second, third best cornerback in football. I think everybody else it can be replaceable. I like Jalen Hawkins in that defense for him, but like I said, it's somebody who can be replaceable. Chaisson is pretty good too, but like I said, I think that it's more of the scheme than them two players. So I think they can be replaced and replace them with somebody that might be cheaper or not asking for as much money.
I mean, I'm sitting here looking at the market value for what Jalen Hawkins would be, about an 8.2 mil. Like you got Chaisson, who's an 8.9. His previous salary is about 3 mil. So, I mean, you're going to be paying twice, 2.5 times more than almost 3 times what he's on right now. And then I even have Austin Hooper. I forgot he was on the Patriots. I mean, I knew he was out there, but I forgot he was on the Patriots. What a fall for a guy that at one point when he was with the Falcons, we all thought that he was about to be the next guy, the next good white tight end.
Yeah.
All right. Let's say goodbye. All right, so let's go ahead and look at what's going on with the champs. The now reigning Super Bowl champions, Seattle Seahawks. They're gonna have $75 million in cap space. And then you add to the fact that they have 4 draft picks. Kobe Bryant's a free agent. Rashid Shaheed's a free agent. Josh Jobe's a free agent. And obviously the most notable one is Kenneth Walker III. They got to decide. Obviously, both of these going to be no-brainers to pick up the options on both Devin Witherspoon and JSN. And do you offer Leonard Williams a contract extension this offseason? Mark, I'll start with you. What'd you think?
They got $75 million. They can sign a lot of these people. The biggest name on here for me, obviously, is Kenneth Walker. I want to see what they do with him. I think they should pay him. Rashid Shaheed was a great weapon for him. That was a great trade for him. JSN go get signed. I think Witherspoon go get signed, but Kobe Bryant. I think Kobe Bryant, Devin Witherspoon is big questions, and of course, I think they should keep Leonard Williams. You can't let him out the building.
All right, Cody, what you think?
I'm not sitting here looking at it right now, kind of based off of what you're talking about. I mean, Shaheed's going to make 3 times what his contract's worth. I mean, the estimated market value for him right now is about 14 million, and he was only making about 5.2. So, and he's Super Bowl champs. Like these wide receivers do this shit. Like they have a good year to go to Super Bowl, win a Super Bowl, and then a team comes in and just overpays for him. I don't want him to be like the next type. Not saying that he's going to be, but the next type of Tyreek Hill. And I'm saying that in the fact of like he goes somewhere and he's supposed to be like the carrier of a franchise. I don't think he's a carrier of a franchise type wide receiver. I think he would be smart to stay there, but I mean, shit, this could be a totally different team without Clint Kubiak next season, and we could go back to having Sam Darnold seeing ghosts. So, I don't know. I think what Mark just said, Kenneth Walker is probably the biggest name that needs to be. His void needs to be filled. So, and then just pause, as you guys say, and then Reek Woolen is about to come up big time. I mean, he made less than $1 million in his previous average, and now he's averaged at about 8.1 million. So you got to decide if you want to pay him big cornerback money or not. But the rest of them, like Leonard Williams, I think that's you got to keep him. Mike McDonald's going to keep him. He's a defensive guy. He's got to.
And obviously, so yeah, I agree with that. I think obviously you got to focus on Kenneth Walker. Shaheen got you there, but obviously that's 50-50. You can take him or leave him. Obviously, they're going to pick up the options on Witherspoon and JSN. But yeah, you go ahead and give Leonard Williams an extension. You still got DeMarcus Lawrence coming back. You still got a lot of these other guys on defense, Chunuwusu and Brian Young on defense. So you go ahead and keep this core together. You might not go back to back, but you be close because it's difficult to go back to back in the NFL. But I would keep all these guys together and see how far you can push the envelope. Because then eventually you're gonna have to make a decision on what about Sam Darnold. Now he's got I think like a $30-something million cap hit this year, like 40-something next year, and then he's a free agent in 2027. Do you try to get that done this offseason, or do you wait and see what next season has? Because you want to have stability at the quarterback position.
I think so too, John. I think so too. I don't think that you can keep him. And then I just even saw it that Boye Mafe is also the offensive outside linebacker edge guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a free agent as well. So I feel like that one of these dudes is going to get some like Milton Williams type money somewhere else.
And but you bring up Boye Mafe, it's crazy. A lot of these dudes who helped contribute win the Super Bowl were complimentary of the Denver Broncos. Because a lot of these dudes who were in this draft,
Mr. Russell Wilson trade, right?
Yes, Charles Cross, Devin Witherspoon, Boye Mafe. They were key contributors on this team. I think Chin Nwosu as well. These were key contributors in that Russell Wilson trade that ended up helping them win the Super Bowl this year. Now that we can put this behind us, the Seahawks currently won that trade, and they have the Super Bowl to prove it, and they have the depth to prove it. And like I said, John Snyder proved that he can win without Pete Carroll.
Man, it must be nice to have a good front office, man.
3-time Super Bowl champion John Snyder. He won a Super Bowl. I just realized he was a scout for the Green Bay Packers when they won the Super Bowl with Brett Favre.
He said,
"My God!" So he's been doing this for over 30 years.
He said he thinks Woolen wins. They let Woolen go unless the price is right.
Right. He said Woolen's very fast, but at times he makes boneheaded plays.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah, you ain't lying about there, John. You're a Seahawks fan.
That's the one that got the
touchdown scored on him.
Nah, in the Rams game.
That was one. That was one that got the taunting penalty, and then got burnt by Puka on the very next play.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. So congratulations to the Seahawks, and next year be on the lookout. But I want to ask one thing, because obviously now we know the Seahawks are the champs, so we look ahead to next season. Who will be unveiling their Super Bowl championship banner against? So their opponents. I got this from NFL Nerd on Twitter, and these are the teams they can host that week 1 on that Thursday night kickoff. They can run it back with a rematch against the Patriots. You can get the Bears, where you can have the 2 USC quarterbacks in Caleb Williams versus Sam Darnold. The Cowboys, obviously, is always a moneymaker. You got DeMarcus Lawrence against his former team. You got the Giants because you got Leonard Williams against his former team. You got the Chargers because obviously Mike McDonald is a Jim Harbaugh disciple. He was with him at Michigan. He was with him at Michigan. And then the Chiefs, obviously, we don't know when Mahomes is coming back. So obviously it can go where it goes. Now, 2 teams you're missing from this list are obviously the Rams and the Cardinals, obviously the Rams and the 49ers, and obviously the Cardinals, who are in their division. But the Rams and the 49ers are going to be playing the first game of the year in Australia, so you can eliminate them too, and I don't think they're going to put the Arizona Cardinals.
I think you should put the Patriots.
You think it should be the Patriots? Cody, what you think? That would be I wouldn't say dirty. It wouldn't be dirty, but that'd be funny as shit.
I don't know. I don't think, honestly, that game would be big enough for them to actually care about at this point, like casuals to care about, because we just saw that the Super Bowl was just not. Honestly, think it's going to be some shit like the Cowboys, or I feel like Cowboys always get like a really good primetime game in week 1 because that's our year kind of shit. So I feel like it's going to be Cowboys, or as John says down here, I think the Bears make good sense. Like that makes a lot of sense because I feel like the Bears have a lot of hype behind them right now. And I don't think it's AFC. Like, I don't think an AFC game just makes sense there. I feel like you come out running. Let's get a good same conference game going. None of this interconference shit.
My boy Wilkins saying, I think the Bears are the Cowboys. John, he says the Bears will be interesting. I look at that Bears game. Seeing Caleb and Darnold on doing sides, and obviously Ben Johnson, Mike McDonald. Clearly, I think that would be the game I would pick if I was the schedule gods. I think you save that Patriots game for a Sunday night or a Monday night football game. Or some tells me Fox or ABC or CBS are going to do whatever they can to get early bidding on that game. But again, I think probably if I was doing the scheduling, I would pick the Bears on that Thursday night to go to the Pacific Northwest to take on the champs.
It makes a lot of sense. I don't disagree. I just, like I said, I think I think at this point you're pulling a Bears or a Cowboys because the Bears have momentum, and then Cowboys are just delusional fans, and they just will always get primetime games.
Speaking of bearing, the Los Angeles Lakers are getting their asses kicked right now by the San Antonio Spurs. And I'm gonna say this right now: no LeBron, no Luka, no Austin Reeves, no Marcus Smart, no DeAndre Ayton. And Wemby got 25 points in the first quarter. The Lakers have 26.
That's bad.
That's
bad, John.
So the ones who don't play defense is out, and the Lakers still can play defense.
We started Kobe Buffkin at point guard tonight. Who we just signed?
That?
Who we just signed from the South Bay Lakers. He was a former first round pick of the Hawks.
You said Kobe's buff kid?
No, I didn't say that. That's wild. He's played at Michigan. They just signed him the other day.
That'd be cool as shit, John. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not the biggest NBA fan, but my lifetime, the Seattle Seahawks was just fucking amazing. Like, it's always a team that I love to see just do well.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, we're gonna know something this summer when they're in Vegas meeting for summer league, and obviously league meetings are going down. There is scheduled to be a vote about expansion in the NBA, and obviously Seattle and Vegas.
Any city that deserves it. Any city deserves an NBA team back. It's Seattle, like they do, like that.
So keep your eye on that. That'll be going down during the summer. But
if you put Seattle and Vegas in there, that means that two teams out the West have to go to the East.
Yeah, and it sounds like the teams that will go to the East will either be the Grizzlies or the Pelicans.
I can see especially the Pelicans.
But Milwaukee is in the West, right?
No,
in the West.
They're in the East.
Oh, in the East. They're in the East. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was like, shit.
But let's go ahead and start. But let's start looking ahead to the offseason.
Oh my God.
So if you look right here, this is from Sport Track. They have the projected salary caps for each team. Currently, you see those in the red are those who are over the cap, and that's where you find Mark's Bills at they're $11 million over the cap.
And they gave this man a raise. This is crazy.
See, where's Cody? Your Texans are at a little over $2 million over the cap.
Yeah.
The Tennessee Titans are estimated to have the most salary cap space at $100 million, and this is based on this probably going to be a $300 million league cap. Then you have Knicks Raiders, of course, who just hired Seattle Seahawks offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak as their new head coach on a 5-year deal. He did address the Max Crosby situation. He says there's still going to be high discussions. You know, that the rumors are out there that Max Crosby told Tom Brady he doesn't want to play for the Raiders no more. He is calling BS. But we'll keep an eye on that situation. The Jets have $87 million in cap space, and they're not going to do nothing good with that. The Chargers have $85 million. How about the Seahawks? We just talked about them. They're going to have $77 million in cap space. Obviously, as the rebuild as Super Bowl champs. Then you have the Commanders at 68. You have the Rams at 58 million. The Bengals at 55. The Steelers 46. You got 30. The Patriots, despite all how bad they look, they got $38 million in cap space. My Broncos and the Cardinals got 35, and that Cardinals number is going to be interesting, especially with the situation involving Kyler Murray. So obviously, you didn't got the Colts, 34-27 with the Falcons and 49ers, 23 with the Ravens. Then, obviously, the Panthers at 17. The Eagles at 10. We're still wondering what's going to happen with A.J. Brown. And then you have the Giants with 9 and the Buccaneers with 8. And obviously, we just tell you all the teams. The Chiefs are over the cap the most at they're $55 million over the cap.
How would they sign Kenneth Walker?
They're going to have to cut some players.
A lot.
The Saints are $41 million. They're going to have to cut some players. Look at the Vikings. You know, over $37 million. And, yeah, y'all let Sam Darnold walk out the door. Cowboys, You're over 32 million. You traded Michael Parsons. Nessa's Dolphins, they're 22 million, over 22 million, and eventually they're going to figure out what they're going to do with Tua.
He got like a $90 million cap hit.
The Browns, 18 million, and they don't even know who their quarterback is, but everyone's still clamoring that Shador should be the guy. We heard what Mark said about the Bills. Fats Bears, they're 9 million over the cap. The Jaguars are 7 million over the cap. The Lions 5 million. The Packers are 4 million, and then Cody's Texans are 2 million. So.
Yeah, it's like, well, the Patrick Mahomes hit, dude. His cap hit this year is 78.2 mil at 26.
That sucks, but unfortunately, you just got to eat that because of what he accomplished already.
Oh, yeah, 78 mil, and then you got Chris Jones at 44. So there's 120 million, just 122 million right there, just in two guys.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. And Juwan Taylor at 27 and Trey Smith at 24. So I'm cutting Juwan Taylor's ass. He can get cut.
Talking about a dude who's a walking holding penalty.
Shit. Crazy.
Yeah, but that's what the cap space looks like for these teams. The cap space looks like for these teams going into the offseason. Raiders losing Mac. I don't know, Bella. He said that he doesn't want to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But
he doing the same thing that Giannis doing.
Mm-hmm. But I believe it when I see it when we get there. But yeah, I don't think Max Crosby's gonna be back with the Raiders. I want to break Nick's heart, but he knows the squad better than ours. He'll probably still think that he is, but that's what it is looking like.
Max Crosby going back to the Raiders?
That I don't see it. I think they're gonna try to trade him. Look, you got all this cap space. Just might as well just hit the restart button. He needs to go play for a contender. He's getting older now.
Just get rid of him and sign Trey Hendrickson. There you go. There's your problem solved.
JT said we in the mud as the Dolphins are in the mud. Well, we'll see.
I got an idea of somebody who should get Trey Hendrickson, but
all right.
What do I know?
Let's go ahead and I got a couple more Super Bowl talks, and then we'll get to the All-Star Weekend in the NBA. The logo is out for Super Bowl 61 in here in LA. So let the conspiracy
Dolphins.
Let the conspiracy
Dolphins and Bears. Begin. Dolphins and Bears.
Dolphins and Bears. I'm talking about
the green, the orange. I heard everything from Dolphins and Bears to Broncos versus the Eagles to Broncos versus the Dolphins. The irony on Valentine's Day. And then Bears versus the Dolphins, Bears versus Eagles, Bengals versus the Dolphins. All this because of this theory of the colors of the Super Bowl logo.
I mean, there's some black in there. There could be the Raiders.
They're saying the Raiders are going to be there because it's silver and black. But what are we doing here, man? Can we just let's play the games first? Yeah, exactly, Bella. Thank you, John. We appreciate it. Smash that like button.
You, John.
Appreciate you, John.
Yeah, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Also, Sports4U and Ballers and Briefs on YouTube. If that's the case, we will definitely be at SoFi. Yeah, you got a kidney to donate because that's exactly what it's going to cost. Yeah,
you're gonna need to take out a loan with SoFi.
Really? Exactly. Or a couple. Dolphins ain't going to no damn Super Bowl. JT saying, yeah.
JT knows
the squad. They don't even know who their quarterback going to be because obviously they're probably
Malik Willis. Oh,
he might be because obviously
that dude's going to end up in Minnesota.
Like they saying it might be Kirk. They saying that might be
Kirk Cousins
coming home for Kirk Cousins because it's not like he's going to get released. He's going to get the Falcons are going to release him at the beginning of the league year. So relax, Bella. Relax. By the way, Lakers are now down 21. This game is godly.
Yeah, Bella. If you re-up your subscription to Only John's, that goes to the Super Bowl invite never mind.
But y'all will catch your boy. I will be at the NFL experience. I'll take Sylvie the NFL experience. Let her go run wild, go catch some passes or something. You know this game is out of whack when Bronny's in the second quarter. Just let that sink in. Ronnie's in now.
David Njoku says he's not going to go back to the Browns.
Yes, I saw that.
Good,
He's
good for him. Good for him.
Yeah, you can come right to Denver. We need a tight end. You can come right to Denver.
I need one too. Just like the tight end commercial at the Super Bowl.
Yo, that commercial was diabolical. What the heck was going on over there? And
the after party choo choo. What the?
Yo,
just
what
saying
the
that
heck?
just so you can get your prostate checked without having to get the finger put in your ass. So
that was wild. That was a wild commercial. I mean, I get promoting men's health and all, but good God, I wasn't expecting that. By the way, some of them commercials this year were not important. They're not inspired. We're not inspiring. You're talking about $10 million robbery.
you're talking about people like saying that they're disappointed in the halftime show and all that shit. Nah, I ain't been disappointed. I mean, halftime show is halftime show, right? Like, give and take it, right?
We'll get there in a
I've
second.
been disappointed. I've been disappointed in the fucking commercials for like the last 3 years. I was disappointed. I'm disappointed in them running that stupid ass Jalen Hurts throwing the ball up into the fucking Coliseum torch again.
Yes.
I'm like, I've seen this one before. Y'all ran this last year.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you running the same commercial again? Can we do a new one? Can it be somebody else?
They catching the L already, JT. They caught the L the moment I heard that there was going to be no LeBron, no Luka, or Austin Reeves playing. And I already knew Luka wasn't playing. So when I heard no LeBron, no Austin Reeves, and then no Marcus Smart, and then no DeAndre Ayton, that's pretty much a starting five right there. By the way, this ends JoJo, stop it. This ends a streak of LeBron James 21 straight years being eligible for All-NBA. This was his 18th game missed this year, and he will no longer be eligible for any postseason awards. But we'll talk more about the NBA starting after the All-Star break. But speaking of halftime, let's talk about it. T.I. has a song called "Bring 'Em Out, Bring 'Em Out, Bring 'Em Out, Bring 'Em Out." Well, our boy Benito, our boy Benito. That's exactly what the heck he did. Bad Bunny. If y'all missed the halftime show, go watch it on YouTube right now. Well, after the show, of course. But Bad Bunny, you want to talk about somebody who did not disappoint. He did not disappoint at all. Bad Bunny, that's not the photo I was looking for, but okay. Bad Bunny really did his thing this Super Bowl halftime. I don't give a dang what what was said in English or Spanish. I don't care if he was speaking in German. He brought the vibe, and like I said, he brought him out. Bad Bunny brought him out.
Oh, that's the better picture you're looking for?
No, I was looking for a picture. I was looking for the picture from Sunday. But anyway, you'll definitely see how he brought him out at the end of the show. So don't exit out at the end of the show. You'll see how. Well, I mean, but Bad Bunny really showed up at halftime. It was a dope performance. Anybody who had a problem with it, go argue with your mama. Because Bad Bunny was that dude. Highest rated. It was his highest viewed Super halftime show, just beating Kendrick Lamar's record from last year. And it was dope. He brought out Lady Gaga, he brought out Ricky Martin. You had cameos from Jessica Alba and Cardi B and Ronald Acuna Jr. and
Pedro Pascal.
It was so much.
I think Carol G was out there. And
a lot of people was hoping that Carol G would have been one of the guest performers. Now, some people think maybe this was somebody who was just trolling. It's like
he has 4 fouls.
Yes, that shows you how bad this game is. Jake LaRavia already has 4 fouls. This game is trash. And Wemby's at the line. Probably gonna have 50 at halftime. But it was a great halftime show. I wasn't getting caught up in all the politics stuff. Bad Bunny is iconic, and clearly he did the job. And I just
wanted to say one thing.
What was it?
People just need to go take a geography and a civics class. That's all I need. That's all I need you to know. That's all I need you to do. Just go take a civics and a geography class. That's it. Or a simple Google search.
Lester said she almost cried when she heard Don Omar and Daddy
Yankee. when I was about to hear Gasolina, bro, I was like,
I
oh
swear to
shit,
God,
here it comes, here it comes, here it comes.
That's
And
what I
then,
was
no,
saying, too.
hey,
Yo, you good?
let me down.
Yo, you good?
Hey,
Yeah.
listen, man. Listen, I've expressed my fandom for Bad Bunny here, man. I don't understand the word he be saying, but y'all, when you know good music, man, you just know good music.
Exactly.
And if you like beautiful women, he brings them out.
Yes, he
Yeah.
does.
He brings
I just
them
all I
out.
could have made it better was in pushing a shopping cart full of weapons. That would have made it that much better. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Just from
Yes.
his, street San Jose or San
You
You
Juan
ain't gotta tell
street
me
fight.
twice. By the way, still the dopest entries I've ever seen. One of the dopest entries I've ever seen. That
Yeah.
was Bad Bunny's attire from the Super Bowl. So y'all thought he was gonna come out there wearing a dress. No, he did not.
He did have his bulletproof vest on.
Yeah, currently he knows. Then I remember he can't play all his old trap music, because Bad Bunny was the king of Latin trap, so he can't play some of that stuff. So music is a language that don't need It's a feeling language. Some same ones complaining about the halftime show, the same ones who had Taco Tuesday. You're right, JP.
That's a fact.
Everyone had Taco Tuesday right now, but they mad at Bad Bunny for headlining the Super Bowl.
I can say as a person that was a connoisseur of the person that was on the other halftime show when I was an adolescent, my parents used to tell me I couldn't listen to that guy because of the music that he put out. Okay. Let's just be honest. My parents used to tell me you can't listen to that shit because it's terrible. It talks about smoking weed and gangs and all this kind of shit. But everybody wants to talk about what this man put out there on Sunday. So go back and listen to the guy that was being praised as the next coming of the Saints. You know what I mean? And go listen to his actual first couple albums that actually put things out there, and then put it into this perspective, not the shit that everybody can change, but at the same time, don't get it twisted. So
as necessary. Shout out to both those couples that made memories on. Had couples literally really getting married.
Really got married.
That was crazy. That was cool.
And
Falling Through the Roof was cool too, though.
The same people who complain about the not being able to understand it are the same people who listen to Bob Marley, but never mind.
R.I.P. Yeah, so but the numbers don't lie when it comes to Bad Bunny and this halftime and halftime. You know why? So here's like the viewers ever since Rock Nation that took over the halftime show, starting in 2019 with J-Lo and Shakira. 2020 with
nobody
J-Lo
gave a shit about when Shakira spoke Spanish on there. Nobody gave a shit about Shakira speaking Spanish.
You dang right I didn't.
Yeah, her English. I mean, her hips speak English.
Yes,
exactly. Nobody gave a shit about her speaking Spanish.
They do not.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, her tongue did too. But I'm saying, but that's my bad.
Are you talking about Shakira still, or
never
mind.
No, I was talking about Shakira.
Oh,
The Weeknd. Look, I'm gonna stall the Weeknd out. That was the first Super Bowl during the pandemic, so he couldn't go out there like he really wanted to.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about that.
But and obviously some diehard Weeknd fans, they didn't get the stuff they was looking for anyway. Dre and Snoop, look, we knew what this was going to be, being the first Super Bowl in LA in 30 years. And this is where I think all the controversy started from last year.
I was supposed to have been there.
Shout out to D. Know what I'm saying?
What? Shout out to the what?
I said shout out to D.
No, if the Bills was in that game, I would have went to the game.
Shout out to D and Marsh.
The sexual part, I do know that. But I don't remember all the whites saying that it was Spanish that was the problem. It was that ass that they were just jealous of. That's what it was.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Which ass? Which one?
Shakira's.
J-Lo got one too.
Yeah, but you ain't lying. By the way, I didn't hear nobody complain about Bad Bunny when he came out with Shakira and J-Lo in 2020. Him and J Balvin.
Oh, because they didn't understand what his message was back then.
Yeah.
They didn't know his message was anti-Donald Trump.
Well, good point. All right. Dre, Snoop, and Kendrick and Eminem and Mary J. Dope. Rihanna the next year. Obviously, that was one of the one of the greatest pregnancy announcements I've ever seen in my life. Usher, 2024.
He was kind of mid.
It was riding off the high off his Vegas residency.
That's the reason why he got that.
Yeah, that's the reason why. It was in Vegas, and he pretty much was the hottest ticket in Vegas at the time. So it was like, and I kind of predicted it when I was like, Super Bowl in Vegas, Usher got a right to see, just throw Usher in there.
And he was selling out every year. Every show. Every
night, Usher was selling out. Then he goes on the tour and makes more history. Kendrick last year, look, I got the shirt. And the shoes he was wearing were the Deion's. And the message he sent was pretty much what this man did this year, but just for blacks. Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
And then what Benito did this past Sunday. Shout out to him. 135.4 viewers.
That's crazy.
But now we look ahead to next year.
Chris Brown.
We look ahead to next year because there are odds out. Our friends in Vegas have sent me the list of the favorites to perform at next year's halftime show. So let me see, do any of these intrigue you, gentlemen and ladies? So the favorite right now is Miley Cyrus. Is the favorite right now to be the halftime show here at SoFi. Followed by Cardi B.
No, I mean but no.
Taylor Swift. Dwayne A$AP Rocky.
Hell no. To headline it? No.
Yeah, that's stupid. Let's see, bringing out Rihanna. Justin Bieber.
Another pregnancy review. Huh? What? No.
Are you good?
No.
J. Cole.
No.
Drake.
At this moment, no, especially not here in LA. No.
Ariana Grande.
They have a history of taking L's at the Super Bowl. Drake does.
Yeah, he took two. He took two on Sunday.
Maybe Ariana Grande, maybe.
And then Harry Styles.
Can I add somebody to there?
Go ahead.
Chris Brown.
And that's what Chris just said. No pun intended. Chris Brown would be dope.
No, Chris Brown should get it.
Hove, make the call. That's all I'm gonna say. Make the call.
Rihanna still under never mind.
Is Rihanna still under Rock Nation? I doubt it.
Even though Rihanna forgave him for it.
Yeah. Dude, I know I did not just see Jackson Hayes shoot a three. That's how I know this game is trash. I agree. But I have a problem with him. What's the problem with Breezy?
We can't read lips.
I can't. You gotta type that. That's I mean. But yeah, Breezy is probably going. I mean, he tweeted out that
I don't like.
Oh, because of what he said about Bad Bunny. I think that's what it was.
About Bad
Bunny. He say obviously the Super Bowl needs him.
They do need him, but I don't like the time that he posted.
Bad timing.
Yeah, I don't like I agree with what he said. He's correct.
Right, but
I don't agree with the time that he did it.
You do that a day later. You do that after the game. You don't do that right after Bad Bunny.
Yeah,
right after Bad Bunny just drop the mic on the stage. You don't do that.
You let Bad Bunny get his time.
I think he would kill. I think he would kill. Look, the Breezy Bowl did his thing at SoFi. Go ahead and he got the hits, he got the collabs, and just it all depends on who Jay-Z calls, who Rock Nation calls, who Apple Music calls. That's pretty much what it is.
And I don't if he do get it, I think it'd be dope if he do like the first couple of minutes is that tribute to Michael Jackson, like he said, like he's been wanting to do for a while.
Well, at least it won't be a Prince tribute. My bad, Mark.
I mean, you don't need you can't redo what's the best halftime show ever.
I mean, redo what? I mean, Michael Jackson. I mean, you're right, not redoing Michael Jackson.
Hey man, listen, all because y'all think Michael Jackson cute don't mean that.
First of all, I didn't say. First of all, I'm not saying that.
Hey Cody, they all in all because he came out there and stood. He didn't say a word.
Dude stood there for 2 minutes and nobody.
They're cute. It
ain't cute, man. Dude stood there.
All right, man. Do it performing.
All right, man. Dude stood there for 2 minutes, and the crowd just went insane.
That's cool. And y'all think that's a good performance, huh?
And then he performed and shut it down.
It wasn't better than Prince.
All right, man.
I thought Prince is pretty good.
Prince is easily number one, and it's not really close.
Too. That's a conversation for another day. But yeah,
I mean, Rolling Stone got Bad Bunny above Mike, though.
Enjoying the show better late than never. The one and only Nick Free. The one and only.
What? Excuse me?
Where you go? Oh, wait a minute. Where the heck? Nick was supposed. We did. We thought we had Nick Free. There he goes. He's got some technical difficulties to see if we get the man on the stage right now. Nick, you there?
Yes, sir. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you there. We talking about the halftime show for next year. Who you want to see?
That's a good question. A lot of people want to see Chris Brown. I highly doubt that happens.
We just talked about that.
We've already seen Bruno Mars kill it a couple of times. I mean, I ain't mad at him going back. He's a good performer.
I am.
The favorite right now in Vegas is Miley Cyrus.
Oh no! They just trying to go as white as possible afterwards. I don't know, bro. Miley Cyrus isn't a bad live performer either, but yeah, I honestly don't know. I don't know who I'd like to see perform out there. That's a good question.
Only reason I would be okay with Miley Cyrus if she come out and then she sang Unforgiven with Metallica, and I get my Metallica that I wanted this year. That's the only reason I would be okay with it, because she did that song. So that's it. That's the only reason. I couldn't do anything else for her though.
Yeah. I don't know. Next year is going to be, they're going to make sure they go as far away, because the past 2 years it's been people who's had messages who are really big within like the Black and brown community. And I think they're going to try and get as far away from that as possible next year. That's my personal opinion. So I wouldn't be surprised if it is Miley Cyrus for that particular reason why.
So Kyle Hamilton of the Ravens has an idea.
Bella's on to something there. Bella,
K-pop.
that would be smart.
Yeah, my daughter. BTS. Oh boy, Jesus Christ! Just bring out the girls from K-pop Demon Hunters. Let them run that set, and then it'll be over and done with. So, but it ain't on Netflix. If it's on Netflix, you damn sure would hear that.
So, what about BTS?
BTS definitely. She said BTS as well.
Nick, did you say DTF?
BTS. Oh, the K-pop, the K-pop group.
Okay, you caught that, huh?
GTS. John said, what about Metallica? It said Metallica. Kyle Hamilton has an idea. He says, so three artists should put their name in the hat. Why am I echoing? But put their name in the hat for the Super Bowl, and then let the fans choose.
I'm 100% against that.
They can't do that.
I am 100% against that, because I am a big component of fans are stupid, and I am a fan of. I'm part of the fandom, everything, but fans are stupid. So let's not do that. Let's keep the decision making away from the fans as much as possible.
Facts, because the fans might have somebody like Lil Baby or somebody.
Man, Lil Baby just had somebody shot up. Never mind.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, perfect.
That's crazy that he got away. And by the way, let's pray from Keon White of the San Francisco 49ers. He was shot in the ankle, in the report saying that it was an argument with Lil Baby. Sam said he would like to see Usher, Doechii. Why am I echoing?
No, man, Doechii is not about to be on no goddamn Super Bowl.
Nah,
I think it's through. I think through, since Nick is in the car.
Right.
That's why you're hearing an echo.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's my bad, y'all. I'm in the car.
You're not getting. We're not getting. You're not getting.
Hold on. Hey, I'm gonna disconnect the Bluetooth real fast so the echo will stop. My bad, y'all. I forgot about that.
All right, go ahead. All right, so you're not getting Usher again. That's too soon.
I don't think
Doechii's not
gonna get it right now. She needs a few more years.
Yeah, you good.
She needs a few more years of killing it.
Yeah, you're not getting.
Yeah, actually putting good music out. I mean, yeah.
Nick.
Yeah, you're not getting. Doechii, someone have to be headlining for her to be on the card.
Hey, look. Hey, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. As somebody who saw this person in concert and she gives one hell of a live performance, put SZA out there.
Well, we got her last year with Kendrick, but will she
give her her own set? As somebody who went to the GNX tour, I'm not about to lie to you. I love what Kendrick was doing, but man, she stole the show, bro. Her performances was incredible.
I'm thinking if she can headline a Super Bowl, though.
She can give me I agree with that too.
I'm looking at shit right now. I'm looking at Apple Music song streaming totals right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking Taylor Swift. It's like 82 million right now.
Yeah.
That is somebody I forgot about, and I would not be surprised if she's the person that's next year as well. To get as far away, like I said, from the woke thing that's going on right now, as they would put it, they don't want to see no more messages. Kendrick was enough for them. Then Bad Bunny came through the message for sure. They are not going to put something like that out there for a while because their corporate crowd was not fucking with that at all.
Even one of the last 2 years was crazy. Nah, they weren't messing with Kendrick or with Bad Bunny. Clearly,
I'm just saying, like you had those are just high names that on the streaming list. So I mean, she's like the most streamed right now. So, and that's
for sure.
They kind of got away with Bad Bunny because he was like the most streamed artist.
Well, and this what happened. He won a Grammy too, but that's all happened to just fall in line. But yeah, that album that he released was a big album. For people who don't follow him, I know a lot of people who do, and that album was a big album. There's a reason why it won all those awards and everything. Just because our community isn't in tune with it doesn't mean it's not in tune.
Yeah,
I agree. All right, Nick, real quick before we get to the All-Star game, give me your brief thoughts on what you saw Sunday in the Super Bowl. Why did the Seahawks win? Why did the Patriots lose? And what was your thoughts on Bad Bunny?
I'm giving the Bad Bunny a shout out first. I love the best he was doing. I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash for this, but he is, me personally, I don't think he's that good of a live performer. I think his live performance could have been a lot better. But hey, it is what it is. The women love him, and that's all that matters, I guess, at that point. As far as the game itself, it went exactly as I figured it would. It was eventually they needed Drake May to make a play, and he couldn't do it. That's what it came down to. The luck of our defense is going to win us this game got cut short. I honestly think if they would have played, I hate to say this about these two quarterbacks because I think they're better than the performances they gave out, except for CJ Stroud. But sorry, Cody. But I think if they would have played more confident quarterbacks, they probably would have been lost already in the playoffs. But you got to give. This is where you got to give Drake May his credit too. We're not going to act like he didn't just play like 4 top 5 defenses in the playoffs. That's not easy either. But the counterpart is, and Sam Darnold played a top 5 defense as well, and he delivered when it was time to deliver. He didn't do anything to take them out of the game. When it was time for him to make a throw or make a play, he did it. They couldn't stop Kenneth Walker at all. And for the people who think he's out to lead Seattle, y'all have lost y'all mind. But overall, the Super Bowl went the way I did. I was at work when the Super Bowl was going on, getting my ass whooped at this damn sports bar that I would keep unanimous. But when I was able to check out the game, the Seahawks had a game plan, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I think Mike Vrabel got outcoached.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it happened on both sides. I think Mike Vrabel and Josh McDaniels both got outcoached.
They definitely did.
I think that Mike Vrabel couldn't figure out how to stop not even a complicated game plan that Clint Kubiak put out there. And I think that Josh McDaniels couldn't figure out a way to get his offense going against Mike McDaniels' defense.
Absolutely. All right, let's switch over to the NBA right quick. By the way, Wemby got 35 points right now.
Woo! Well, my shit cleared. Hey,
yeah.
Wemby had 17 in the first quarter. That was crazy.
They had 25. The moment I heard no LeBron, no Luka, no Austin Reeves, Marcus Smart, or
no DeAndre Ayton, no nobody.
I was like,
okay, the Wemby show.
I was like, y'all just enjoy Wemby because this game is going to be ugly quickly, and exactly what it is. The Lakers are down 27 points. All right, All-Star Weekend's going down here in the city. This coming starting Friday night. We got the Rising Stars game. What up, Hills? So let's go ahead and start looking ahead to this. It's the first time the All-Star Weekend is gonna be back on NBC, and and they're gonna have everything. Usually TNT will have All-Star Saturday, but now this is how it's gonna have everything. So here's the Rising Stars game. You got 3 teams. You got a team with Melo, a T-Mac team with T-Mac, and a team by Vince Carter. Melo has Cooper Flagg, Reed Shepard, Stephon Cancel, Dylan Harper, Jeremiah Fears, Donovan McClellan, and then Colin Murray Boyles. T-Mac got Con Knipple, Kanell Ware, Trey Johnson, Alex Sarr, AJ Mitchell, Jalen Tyson, and Cam Spencer. And Vince got VJ Edgecombe, Derek Queen, Keyshawn George.
Wait, Edgecombe is a crazy name.
Wait. What you call him?
Edge in the come.
Relax. Y'all gotta relax.
Edgecombe.
Sam, did he say Edgecombe?
He did say Edgecombe.
That's his name.
No, it's not.
That is crazy.
Was it Edgecombe?
Nah, fam. It's Edgecombe, not Edgecombe. That is wild.
Well, the B must be silent then. You know what I'm saying? The B must be silent.
The B.
Hey, chill out, John.
That nigga said the B must be silent. I thought you said the D is silent. I was about to say, well.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Yo, relax, Mark. Igor Demon.
Excuse me?
Igor's a demon? That's his last name? Demon or Demin? Pause. Cedric Howard and then Jalen
Who
Willis.
are these?
All I know is Melo got Cooper Flagg and Stephon Castle on one team.
That's all I need to know.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That team's not better than the team with who had the second team?
T-Mac got Con Knipple, Kanell Ware, Trey Johnson, Alex Sarr, AJ Mitchell, Jalen Tyson, and Cam Spencer.
That team might be better overall. The 2 names stand out from Melo team, but yeah, I think T-Mac team is a little bit better.
There's 4 names that stand out for me. Cooper Flagg, Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper, and Jeremiah Fears.
Yeah, and then I'm looking at, and then
I don't know who Eeyore. No, nope.
I don't know.
Nope. We're not doing that.
But then they're bringing back usually they have the skills competition.
Yo, Cody,
relax. But now they're bringing back the shooting stars competition.
That's what this game gives me because I don't fucking know any of those names except for Cooper Flagg.
So
that's crazy.
What up, Michigan Sports? But so now they're bringing back the shooting stars. So they replaced in the skills competition. After that, just embarrassment by Chris Paul and Wemby last year.
I just seen Richard Hamilton. He was at the game, high school game I went to.
All right, so here's the team. So they got an all-star team, a team from the Knicks, a bunch of dudes from that other school in North Carolina, and the entire Harper family. So team all-star. You got Scotty Barnes, Rip Hamilton, and Chet Holmgren. You got team Knicks with Jalen Brunson, Allen Houston, and Cat. Team that other school in North Carolina.
Duke, baby. Let's go.
Team Cameron.
Team losers. Con Knipple, Corey Maggette, Jalen Johnson. Yeah, they're all losers because they went to the wrong school in North Carolina. And then
Jalen Johnson did go to the Duke, huh?
Yes.
Damn, I forgot about that.
Cameron Indoor, baby.
Man,
damn, I straight forgot he went to Duke. Fuck.
Yeah.
I really forgot he went there.
Yeah. They straight got a whole team. Can't avoid these dudes. Dudes are like freaking cockroaches. And then the Harpers. You got Dylan Harper, Ron Harper, and Ron Harper Sr. and Ron Harper Jr. all on one team. So y'all don't remember what the shooting stars is.
It should be James too.
But who's the third?
Hey, chill out, bro.
All right.
Who's gonna be the third?
Come on now. Hey, let's chill out. Everybody chill out.
Maybe next year.
Hell no.
Hell no. That nigga, he got maybe 2 more years.
Mm-hmm. Cause he redshirted now.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot he redshirted. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, he redshirted.
But so those know this. So you start off with a layup, a bank shot, a free throw, a 3, and then you gotta make a half quarter. And whoever makes all those shots in the quickest amount of time wins. So that's the shooting stars competition.
I don't care too much for that.
Yes, that.
Me neither. That's just not kind of.
So the OG's actually gonna play.
Yeah, it's just shooting. It's all it is. It's just shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Man, when's the last time Ron Harper? Never mind.
I saw him at
I'm about to say something that's scary. Nope.
Man, Ron Harper ain't shot a shot since Jordan came back from. Never mind.
He did shoot a shot. He did shoot a shot. You seen his wife?
Oh, she bad.
All right.
All All right,
Let's not do that.
All right, 3-point contest.
Stevie Wonder, I seen his wife.
Yo, relax. All right, so
She got the braille nipples. That's how you know she had big areolas.
This is stupid.
Sheesh.
What is wrong with this dude, man?
Wow.
Hey, that nigga said, "I put a ribbon between your thigh."
A ribbon between your thighs.
Is that what living in the sky was? Okay, all right, shut up. All right, 3-point contest.
All right.
Was that song for Ray Charles?
Relax. We got Con Knipple, Damian Lillard.
Wait.
Relax. Tyrese Maxey, Donovan Mitchell, Jamal Murray, Bobby Portis, and Norman Powell. I ain't know Bobby Portis shot threes like that, but I digress.
Oh yes, he does. Oh yeah. 3-point shooter. Trust me, I make bets on his 3-point shots. He is a 3-point shooter.
I don't want to say this, but I think the dude from the school in Cameron is going to win.
Oh, Knipple?
Yeah.
He's literally like 5th in the 3 points average, 3-point average in the league right now.
Yeah,
he's very good.
He's a shooter. All right, John.
He is very, very good.
And then we're going to round it
What
out.
the fuck is Devin Booker doing in there? I didn't think he shot. I didn't think he was a 3-point shooter.
Watch Damian Lillard in the 3-point contest, but I'm gonna leave that one alone.
But he can't play.
Man, that nigga ain't really. Never mind.
All right, and then the dunk contest, you got Carter Bryant of the Spurs, Jackson Hayes of the Lakers, Keyshawn Johnson of the Miami Heat, and then we're getting old, man. We got a Richardson in the dunk contest.
Is that his son?
Yes.
Yeah.
Chase Richardson. The Orlando Magic, son of Jason Richardson, who also went to Michigan State, is going to follow in his father's footsteps and compete in the dunk contest. For those who don't know who Jason Richardson is, that is the son of former NBA star Jason Richardson, who is, I think, won 2 or 3 dunk contests in his day. I think 2.
I think he won 2. He was a runner-up in one of them.
Man, they should have that lady who ride the bike and put bows on her face in the All-Star game.
Red Panda?
Yeah, her.
Red Panda?
She's a legend.
Swallow.
Relax. But that's how the All-Star. But that's how. That's wild. I don't know what the heck was that, but that's how the All-Star Saturday. And then, of course, the game will be Sunday. By the way, they're starting the game at 2:00 our time, which is crazy.
That's 5 o'clock Eastern time. That makes sense.
So again, here are how the All-Star teams will look. So
why?
Team USA, we got the Stars team with Scotty Barnes, Devin Booker, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duren.
And is he going to be playing?
They say he's going to be able to play. It's probably what happened last night. He will be able to play. Anthony Edwards, Chet Holmgren, Jalen Johnson, Tyrese Maxey. The Stripes team will be Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson. We just found out no Steph Curry. He's been replaced by Brandon Ingram, Kevin Durant, LeBron, Kawhi, Donovan Mitchell, and Norman Powell. And then on the World team, as of right now, still Giannis, but he's going to get. I'm assuming he'll be replaced by Friday. Deni Avdija, whoever the dude is from Portland, Luka. So,
Shaden Sharp.
No, Deni Avdija.
Oh, hold on, John. Don't do him like that. He's a baller.
I'm trying to pronounce his last name. Is it Avdija or?
I thought John said.
I think it's Avila. Avila.
Okay.
Did you say ovulate?
No, I thought it was Avila or Avila. I thought the J was silent in his name.
I just called him Denny.
Oh, relax. Said Denny, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a baller. He used to play for Washington. I'm pretty sure they regret trading him.
SGA's out of the All-Star game. They replaced him with Alperen Şengün, Jokic, Jamal Murray, Siakam, Cat, Wemby, round out the World team.
I ain't gonna lie. This sounds like a very underwhelming All-Star weekend.
And it's here.
Yeah. Hey, but shout out to a lot of the guys who are like first timers that's gonna be like eventually be like multiple time All-Star. There's a few of them that are gonna be multiple time All-Stars. That's like first or second time this year. So shout out to them.
Cade Cunningham, Jalen Johnson, Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Hey, Jalen Johnson is going to consistently be in the All-Star game. He is very good. Too bad he went to Duke.
Yeah, that was only flaw about the guy. But yeah, that's how All-Star weekend look. We'll talk more about that Friday. Friday, actually, gonna start the show at 6 on Friday during the Rising
Why the
Stars
fuck is
game.
Cat? Why is and this is just ignorant?
Dominican.
Why is Cat?
His mom.
He's Dominican.
Oh,
He's
his
Dominican.
mom is. He's
he's
I thought he was
Dominican.
from New Jersey. The reason I thought he was from New Jersey.
He's from Jersey, but he has his mom was Dominican, so
Okay.
so he claims
He can
dual
play. He can
citizenship.
pull. He can pull that. He can pull that. Okay.
Yeah. So
You know black. You know black.
He can. Excuse me.
Yeah, you good?
He can play. You say he can play with whoever he want to play with.
Yeah, that's the same.
That's what he does.
He does that.
Yeah, y'all gotta chill. All right, so let's get up out of here. I want to say this before we get up out of here, Cody. This was dope that you joined us for this entire football season. You know you're gonna be back next year. You know you're willing to able to pull up anytime during the basketball season. We know you're not the biggest hoops fan, but we know we're gonna give you some time to get ready for free agency. So Cody's gonna be back with us to start an NFL free agency, unless he wants to just pull up any random time because he has his open door policy for him. But you'll see Cody during free agency for the NFL, which is gonna be literally a month from now. So teams are gonna start getting their franchise tags the first 2 weeks, and then obviously he'll be with us when we get ready for draft season with the draft part, with the draft, mock draft, the watch.
I wonder who we drafting.
Yeah. But yeah, Cody, any words you want to say as we close out this football season about?
No, man. I mean combine starts like the 23rd. So
that's right.
This
Literally
month. So
2 weeks from today.
Around the corner. First off, I really appreciate you guys for letting me hang out. And everybody popping in and saying what's up and all the love that I've got this year. I appreciate it. And we had a great year of ball. This is not my best year in fantasy by no stretch of the imagination. I don't know why. I mean, I won a couple leagues, but lost a lot of money this year for some reason. I don't know. A lot of players getting hurt when they didn't and just killing lineups. So, but again, like I said, I appreciate everybody. Much love to everybody out there, and I'll be here whenever you guys will have me. You know, like I said, I may not know everything, but I'm always about talking ball, regardless of what kind of ball it is. So I appreciate you guys.
No problem,
Cody. We appreciate you, and we're looking forward to doing that the show with you, sir.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm working on a logo right now, so I've got I'm gonna shoot it over to you guys eventually, and I'm just trying to figure it out. So
all right,
take it.
Yeah, so this way it's gonna go. So this was a good football year. Obviously, for Mark, he's gonna have a new coach going into next season. Nick's gonna have a new coach going into next season. We'll let you know. And that's
New quarterback
going into the next season. She just can't help but to say that. Oh, Cody's gonna be around before that.
He said, "When is the master debate starting?"
Yeah,
he'll be back before that because we got free agency is gonna be hot this year. $300 million in cap, salary cap. Oh no, he'll be back.
We have to work out, Nessa, to answer your question. We got to work out on what day of the week that, because I know the boys here got all kinds of shit going on and everything. So we got to work it out. Maybe it's a weekly or maybe every other week. I don't know. We definitely will have the new show coming up, and we want to listen to everybody's opinion. So
absolutely,
we are going to be the masters of debating.
Yes. Yeah,
and the other kind of baiting too.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of people ain't gonna like us, but oh well. But yeah, we're gonna get up out of here Friday night. I'll pull up at around 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. I'll be on live. Mark will join in later, and I'll be on during the Rising Stars game. By the way, all the NBA All-Star coverage is on NBC and Peacock this year. The Rising Stars game is gonna be on Peacock. They're gonna Peacock? Relax.
The bird.
They're actually gonna have the celebrity game.
Ain't that squirt?
Yo, that's insane.
You guys watch the Olympics?
This
is a dumbass question. Do you guys watch the Winter Olympics?
No.
Yes or no?
I probably watched. It just happened to be on after the game when we was at Mark's house, and then we quickly turned from it. You know what I'm saying? So
Lindsey Vonn ate.
Oh my God. What was she thinking? And I salute her for having the heart to go out there to ski with a torn ACL, but now she got to have ACL surgery. She got to have broken surgery to prepare to fix a broken leg.
ACL
Wait,
anti-coochie
what's her
bitch?
last name?
Vaughn.
Oh, I thought she had the last name of the Curse wrestling family. All right, go ahead.
No, relax. By the way, Tiger Woods' son is going to Florida State in 2 years. Charlie Woods is going to play golf at Florida State.
His nigga name is Charlie.
Yes.
All right, man. The jokes just write themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Calling your son Chuck Wood is crazy.
Right.
That's fucking crazy.
Chuck.
what is wrong with you, dude? What is wrong with you? And Serena Williams has officially came out of retirement.
Oh, retirement. Okay.
Yo, you good?
Man, she ain't got no ass no more, so it don't matter. I mean, yeah, you're right, John. You're right.
All right, we gonna get up out of
She's
here.
on roids.
Okay, we definitely gotta get up out of here.
Happening here?
Check us out Friday for All-Star Friday, and then we'll be back Tuesday to recap the All-Star break, and then start looking ahead to the the rest of the NBA season. Recap our NBA picks and all that stuff. Make sure you subscribe to Sports4U on YouTube, Culture Clash on YouTube, and then subscribe to Ballers and Briefs on YouTube. Follow us on the social medias: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that. Check me out tomorrow with Nessa, JoJo, Terrell for Sports4U Wrestling. Check out Best in the World on Thursday with Dale and Terrell, and of course, check me out Friday. Me and Mark Friday for Sports4U, and make sure y'all look out for Tahana Talk with Nessa and JoJo. It was dope premiere on Saturday. They got another episode coming real soon. They'll let you know when that drops. But check Nessa out tomorrow on the Humble Roses podcast, and check out JoJo doing her best her
birth what?
No, her best stat baby impersonation. Yo, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Nick laugh at the wrong shit, man.
Hey, y'all need to chill out, bro.
We'll
God
get
damn.
out of here. Thank y'all for joining us. This has been Sports4U. I'm John. That's Mark. That's Nick Freeze. That's Cody.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, Seahawks fans. But our squads are coming for y'all next year. Peace out.